He don't have the off the ball scoring. He don't have those plays. He has the play. Give me the ball at the top of the key. I'm going to play the ISO ball. I'm going to do that. That's his scoring 99.9% of the time. So he don't have balls that way. I'm backdoor weak. I'm going to post. I'm going to catch it at the elbow. He don't have off the ball scoring and don't know how to do it. So if the offense isn't ran like that, I don't know. I don't think he can actually play with it. So he's going to always be unhappy. Always. He's going to always be unhappy because he doesn't, I don't know if he's ready to compromise his game and say, you know what, let me learn how to backdoor and come off down street and come off the street. Like, I think it's too late for it.
Like, how old is he now?
32.
You ain't going to learn that now.
And then, as I said, it's not an adjustment.
It's like if you try to go into practice, say, James, I need you to get out on the break. I need you to get to this pin. I need you to spot up in the corner. Have you ever seen him do all of that?
No. And that's the problem that he's going to have with Embiid. You guys technically are both going to do the same thing. Catch your ball at the top of the key. Embiid want to pump fake through all that. You want to bounce. Y'all are clashing. That is going to be a clash. What ends up happening is one of them is going to say, yo, hey.
Well, it's going to be brand new at first. So they're going to have their first run. They win it, everything's great. They're going to say they lose. They're going to come back and, all right, this is going to be adjusting this shit. If that shit don't start working the following year, see, James probably going somewhere else.
Yeah, that's what's so funny is, shit, he didn't sign his extension, so he gonna get a taste of it the second half of the season and realize, so you gotta remember, everybody talking about, they had championship, they had season, it's only you two. So because the way you two play, you don't even know it yet. Your game is about to be done. It's gonna be one-on-one, and then one-on-one. There's not gonna be, there ain't no seconds for you right now. So what ends up happening is, everybody's going to be cut out of this offense that they don't have a team.
USAA is made for the safe pilots, like Sergeant Hayden, who won't return.
We just told you, in addition to the Michigan news, that they are playing Colorado State in the 6-11 matchup in the South. Michigan's most famous football alum, all due respect, my friend Desmond Howard, Tom Brady says he's coming back. This is what he tweeted. This past 2 months, I've realized my place is still on the field, not the stand. That time will come. It is not now. I love my teammates, and
Jada, she might have to go out.
I love my supportive family. They make it all possible. I'm coming back for my 23rd season in Tampa. Unfinished business for Tom Brady. He's finished a lot of business with a lot of Super Bowl rings over the years, and we are joined now by Adam Schefter, who's on the phone. Adam was the guy who broke the initial story that Brady was going to walk away from football. Adam, what is it that changed during this 2-month period?
Well, Reese, we've been through this dance before, I guess. And we had this conversation a couple months back, and it's been 40 days since Tom Brady retired. And I think as he stepped back and reflected in his statement, he did not feel like the time was right now. And he certainly seemed to thank his family, which I think would help him along in this process and help usher him to this decision. He never stopped loving football. He never thought that he couldn't stop playing football. But the fact of the matter is he was ready to walk away until he wasn't. And I think he stepped back and saw what would be ahead and decided in this particular situation that he wanted to continue playing. We heard the Tampa Bay Buccaneers say at the Combine last week that they were going to leave the light on for Tom Brady. Leave the light on. Well, it's a good thing they left the lights on. Tom Brady found his way back in, and he'll be back with the Buccaneers this season.
It's more about Brady, the compelling storyline of his personality and his accomplishment. But what was the Buccaneers' reaction? I know you said they left the light on for them. I mean in terms of whether they expected him actually to come back to the door.
Well, I don't think they expected it, but I think obviously they're quite pleased about it. Again, they didn't give up hope about it, but they didn't think it was realistic that he would be back and they were going to move ahead and move on. But obviously, Tom changed his mind, changed his feelings, and then obviously made the announcement here just a few minutes ago to say that he would be back for this upcoming season. And I know that Tampa Bay was heading into this free agent signing period, Reese, this week with 26 players to re-sign. And now you begin to look at it, all the players that are going to be back or that were scheduled to be free agents, I would imagine that some of them are all going to want to come back. Ryan Jensen, Tom Brady's center, might have left were it not for Tom Brady's decision. Leonard Fournette is a running back who is scheduled to be a free agent this week. Maybe he would leave. Chris Godwin got the franchise tag. O.J. Howard's a tight end. And so you've got a bunch of players in Tampa who are scheduled to hit the market this week and could have entered into agreements at noon tomorrow, which I would imagine is one of the reasons that Tom announced his decision tonight, because he doesn't want many of these players that he's played with the last 2 years to leave, and he wanted them to know that he'll be back, don't go anywhere. And that's his way of saying it here. Don't leave, I'll be back.
Well, Tom, I think, Adam, I think the biggest thing for you and Tom is Michigan, man. You got this out of the way so you can concentrate on the Wolverines taking on Colorado State. Michigan, the 11th seed. Your alma mater, the 11th seed against Colorado State. So fill out that bracket wisely now that you've got this little side note out of the way with Brady returning to the NFL. Adam, thanks a lot for being with us.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.
Everything should be dominated by college basketball right now, but sometimes things change. This just in, and I'm told in my ear that this is not a joke. Tom Brady just tweeted, "These past 2 months, I've realized my place is still on the field and not in the stands. That time will come, but it's not now. I love my teammates. I love my supportive family. They make it all possible. I'm coming back for my 23rd season in Tampa. Unfinished business. LFG."
That is amazing. So no golf. No golf in the fall.
I guess not.
It's a sad story.
I thought Brady was just going to tweet about the Michigan-Colorado State matchup.
Deshaun Watson's thing is supposed to start today. Does anybody know what time that is?
No,
Not sure. We were looking online. We couldn't find the time, but he's going to get indicted. I mean, this is.
I think we have a ways to go.
Literally, the NFL is acting as if this thing's ending today with Brady will, by the way. And I think it's the dream scenario for Deshaun Watson and Deshaun Watson's supporters, and also Deshaun Watson this entire time saying, "I'm innocent. I'm not doing it. I'm innocent. I don't want a gag order. If we do a settlement, I would like to be able to speak about it. I don't want there to be any of that." I guess that was something that happened. So Deshaun has proclaimed his innocence heavily for a long time. So maybe you'll have so much evidence today that the grand jury won't indict him. But from the tweet that Don Diggs found on the internet yesterday, a lot of lawyers out there saying, hey, if it gets to a grand jury, they didn't indict a ham sandwich if they could. Right? Because the big question is, did the ham sandwich do something? We don't know.
I guess. Let's go to trial and figure it out.
He's got like 8 of his accusers are testifying, like 4 other people, and they're just gonna, it just seems like in the legality world, they're gonna say, we'd probably find out more here, not today, but at some point. So is he on the block still? Who knows? Tom Diggs, it's a wild time in the NFL, Bob.
Yeah. It's also a wild time because there's rumors going around that the Steelers might be interested in Deshaun Watson, and what will today have him. They're not the only one. I assume there's a lot of teams with eyes on the grand jury today to see what will happen, because if for some reason he doesn't get indicted or whatever, there's going to be some people who are interested in his services.
Carolina's allegedly just going to go ahead and just whatever. Hey, you and Christian McCaffrey, you got it. Here you go. And I guess Russell Wilson is, that trade is probably what other teams will tell Houston, like, hey, look what Russ already went for. That'll kind of set the bar. Yeah. And that was what, 2 1s, 2 2s, a 5th, and 3 players.
Right.
And it was Noah Fant, Shelby Harris, and
Drew Lock.
So backup quarterback is potentially your starter, a staple of the D line, I guess, and a leader. And then you got Noah Fant, who cannot be happy.
That guy.
First round pick a couple years ago.
But that kind of sets the market right there, right? For Deshaun Watson, you'd assume, and who knows if they know that they got leverage if this thing gets thrown out of court. That's what today would mean, right? It just gets thrown out. It's not going to trial.
Yeah, just a civil case, so they could either settle it without.
But the civil case also becomes pretty difficult to prove if the law.
Says no.
Civil law, if the law one gets thrown out, the civil one is probably looking good for Deshaun Watson as well, right? Because normally it's civil then law.
Yes.
Right? And how it normally goes?
Oh, yeah.
The civil, normally it's like a civil suit that happens. I don't know about normally, but in situations that I've seen on Dateline, there are civil suits that happen that the prosecuting attorneys actually sit in and watch the civil suits, and then they decide whether or not they want to press charges for the law side of the entire thing.
Yeah.
Now, who knows if somebody loses a lawsuit, they then go into a civil suit, I believe, afterwards. Maybe that is what this might end up at. But if it gets thrown out of the law court, I believe the NFL will be like, all right, here we go. People might be pissed, but he didn't break any laws.
Right.
They'll figure that whole civil thing out going forward. That might happen to them.
2 questions for you. That first one being that there are reports that no matter if the
God damn, you might not be out here. And they can't hold that motherfucker on. Yeah, bottom boy, they. Yeah, man. That's the beautiful ladies giving out shots right here now. This bottle, $25,000 right here. Am I lying? Okay, never mind. Don't do it. Rod, don't do it, man. Oh, shit, man. They gonna get Rod. Hold on. Rod, don't do it. Don't do that shit. So this nigga going 2 miles per hour.
Y'all see this shit? Y'all see this shit? Look, she might bring it back. Look at her. Look. You really playing fetch with a white girl?
What in the actual fuck? Seriously?
Hey, Dad, tell me a joke.
Why did the cowboy have shit on his mustache?
Boy,
He was looking for love in all the wrong places. Motherfuckers wanna talk about drugs, guess what? Well, I did. Still can't get a job now because I had a pound of that bitch. I was working like 448 on the scale, happy as bitch. And I'm riding around and I'm getting it. You motherfuckers is getting it. I'm all about that bass, I'm all about that. Put it back, put it back. When you've never taken a shot before. Hey. Hey, I'm sliding over here. I'm trying to get my lips in the east rim. Oh, man. First we got hit with Corona. Now we gotta do it gasolina. First we got hit with Corona. Now we gotta do it gasolina. First it was $3-something. Now that shit $4. I'm about to lose my mind.
alright, what the dog got to do with it? Alright, what the dog got to do with it?
Fuck you mean, fuck you in that dog, bitch. He gotta go with your ass.
Where them burgers at? Where them shakes at?
Sorry, guys.
America's new online car sale platform.
Beef being a nutrient-dense food is a really good option to get the iron and zinc that's really needed.
That's all the good proteins that we're looking for?
Yeah.
It's really easy for them to grasp. First it was just ground beef and purees, and now he loves steak.
Jada! Jada!
What are you doing, Sammy? I'm gonna look for a Pokemon. Can I join? I caught one! Making new memories. That's my way to play. Nintendo Switch.
Oat milk latte, white foam. Hey, how's the Mars boyfriend?
Long distance dating sucks.
How long have you guys been together?
8 years.
8 years? How does she manage that?
He checks all the boxes.
Oh, you mean literally? Strong jaw, mental fortitude, six-pack.
We had a plan, and then he got his Martian dream job. So I enrolled in the Mars program.
You ever worry that the wrong person is headed to the wrong planet?
Goodbye, Trevor Wall. Hello?
Hey.
What are you doing here? Who stays on a spaceship?
I can explain. Ever since I was a kid, I dreamt of going to Mars. You can keep my dream alive.
Come with me. You cannot, under any circumstances, leave my room, okay?
It's gonna suck, isn't it?
Only for 35 days. You have to keep a low profile. All right, you guys. I'm your captain.
This is Sophie, my girlfriend. Long-term girlfriend.
I don't remember you from orientation. What happened? Did you have to come right back and just rip his jumpsuit off?
AutoBits, America's new online car sale platform.
Oh, I gotta get upwind of it. It stinks. Ooh. I see what it is. It smells so nasty. Now that's life and death in the desert. Stuff just dies and rots. Now that's pretty gross. This water is disgusting. This water's not going to do me any good at all. Not if I want to actually drink it and live. Australia. It's the only nation to occupy an entire continent. It's the most flat and the second driest place on the planet. And even though it has rainforests, snowfields, and lush garden ecosystems, it's undeniably known best for its deserts, also called the outback.
Sport aircraft flying has become hugely popular all around the world. Small wonder it's fantastic up here. You've got a bird's eye view of everything wild and natural. Mountains, valleys, forests, and the desert. But each year, people get lost down there, and they're forced to survive amongst the wallaby and the kangaroo. That'll be my challenge. I'll fly this plane till it runs out of gas and make an emergency landing on someplace flat. And I'll have to survive without food, very little water or gear, no camera crew, alone in the Australian outback.
The Australian outback has been high on my list as a place of challenge and mystique. Flying my own ultralight is the most exciting way to get out into the middle of it all. Most anything can suffice as an emergency airstrip when it's needed. Highways, roads, even sod farms or any flat strip of land that looks free of debris. There are a number of out-of-service strips attached to the parks out here. They can be rough, but not so rough that I can't land them. First things first, gotta get this thing tied down and secured for the night. Wind starts coming in. You can ruin a plane that way if you don't tie it down. You know, it's a simple little acts like this that gets you in the most trouble. All I'm doing right now is coming in here to tie off the plane. The fact is, that's when you reach down into a hole somewhere. There's a king brown snake laying there, ready to bite you. All right, well, the plane's nice and secure now. I actually landed it on an old airstrip. It's windy and it's cool. It's been dropping down to, actually got down to 2 degrees Celsius just the other week here. So it can get quite cold in the desert, while at the same time it can get up to 45 degrees in the middle of the day. I've got a hatchet, no food, very little water, about a day and a half worth of water, and 1 paper match and a small pot to boil water in. I've got the kangaroos, the wallabies, the emus, and the rest of the Australian outback. Fortunately, there's also one small piece of beef jerky still left in my pocket. There's no time like the present to go into survival mode, and this is a good little score of wire here. The multi-tool cut some of this off, I'm sure. I find a useful wire. Always do. This is how to have a good survival mentality. I try to never miss a chance to better my situation by taking advantage of whatever I can scrounge with the left. Wind's still howling out there. And I'm just going to huddle in here inside the plane and try and get some sleep through the night. Morning, head out of here. Gotta make my way to some place that's got more water. Well, that's water, period. Like my times in the Kalahari and the deserts of Arizona. It's the dry wind that sucks the moisture out of me more than anything else. And its partner.
Control your dog. Control your dog, sir. Control your dog. Control your dog. Control your dog, sir.
Mister, it's practice. I'll never understand how some people can just be so naturally gifted. Practice. I'll never be as... Sana la mia zona lì. La cogí.
we just try something really quick? Breathe in.
Alexa, blast some of that gangster shit from the 90s. I got some on my mind. Nowhere else to go.
You gotta show up if you wanna get... Venga con esa vuelta, tú sabes que el que manda aquí soy yo.
¿Cómo fue?
Venga con esa vuelta, tú sabes que el que manda aquí soy yo.
¿Cómo fue?
Venga con esa...
No.